there, fam. Hey there, fam. Happy Monday. Oh my God, this is so brand new. It's been so long since I've done a live. I've truly missed being on here with you guys, and I'm really excited to be back. I'm looking forward to just getting back into the flow of things, and I'm calling this my new season. So 1 second here. Oh my gosh. It's just, we're on the cusp of summer, so I could not help but be outside today. Oh, and my phone stopped doing that. Okay, good. Awesome. So yeah, I'm calling this my new season. I've been gone for a while. I had to take a moment, regroup. I'm back. And so this new season, I'm really looking forward to more engagement. I'm looking forward to more shares. I'm looking forward to more transformation for both myself and for you, my viewers, persons who tune in live with me, as well as persons who take the time to watch the replay. So I'm going to get right into it today, because I have this thing where this season I am really going to be trying to make my live videos a little bit shorter, a little bit more condensed, more to the point, because I'm calling this my Monday midday motivation sessions. So you come here with me every Monday. I'm going to give you a little bit of motivation to keep you going throughout the entire week. So, hey Richard, thanks for joining. Awesome. I hope some more folks join in. And when you do me the favor of sharing the video to your timeline or with your friends, family, just whoever. I want to get this video out there. I want to get my message out there. So I'm also looking forward to that more in this season. But before I get into today's topic, just in the event that this is your first time watching one of my Facebook Lives or watching one of my videos, I just want to quickly introduce myself. So my name is Aisha Ani. I'm a family and newborn photographer. I'm a creative mompreneur, health and wellness professional, and business coach to new entrepreneurs who I help to gain clarity in their business so that they can design their success blueprints. And so everything that I do is birthed out of my passion and my purpose. And so I find extreme joy in the trenches, you know, when I'm in the trenches, and also at the mountaintop when I have accomplished something and I'm celebrating. And so the other day when I decided it was time for me to get back on social and start a new season, and I think I mentioned this when I first started recording my live videos, but whenever I get busy with work and family or other personal stuff, my social life automatically suffers, and that's online and offline. And so it's still a challenge even for me to find a balance and have everything in my life, everything that I'm doing, kind of coexist seamlessly. But nonetheless, the other day I was thinking, okay, I can't remember what caused me to have this thought, but I was thinking, what are we truly willing to sacrifice to achieve our definition of success? And even further, are we even willing to sacrifice to achieve the desires that are like seated right deep at the core of our hearts? And those are the things that we talk about all the time, the things that we daydream about, things that we lose sleep over. And have you ever asked yourself this question? What am I willing to sacrifice? What am I really willing to sacrifice to have the life that I dream of? And I really hope you have asked that question, because that question is a pivotal question. Because the truth is, there is no success without sacrifice. And I'm going to say this right here and right now. If you're not willing to make sacrifices, you're not willing to live the life that you wish for, that you desire, that you dream of. It's not going to happen. Whatever you define as your life's fullest potential requires that you take an inventory of what you have and what you're going to have to sacrifice to get there. Because let's face it, most of our existing habits won't make it happen. Most of the things that we do on a daily basis won't make it happen. Most of our default actions won't make it happen. It just won't. So we're gonna have to sacrifice some level of comfort of who we currently are in order to stretch ourselves into versions of ourselves that we probably did not even know existed. And that's really just for starters. That's like the fundamental starting point. That's like where you begin. Like, the fact is, no matter what, you are gonna have to become an improved version of yourself to be able to really begin to manifest what it is that you dream about, you know, whatever success is for you. And so even for me, like, to get where I am today, it took sleepless mornings, because I wake up very early. It took having no social life. It took me having to cook at home more and spend less in general, and on and on. And guess what? I'm not even halfway near my finish line, like nowhere close to it. But even now, there's a level of sacrifice that is required to get to the next level. And there are levels. I think there's a song or something that says, thank you. I'm happy I'm back too, because I have a lot to say. But I think there's a song called Levels or something like that. I have to YouTube it. But yeah, so there are levels to this. So you don't just get up today and become like your dream person tomorrow. You have to actually like put in some in-between work, you know. And I'm talking about this all the time because it really is fundamental. Because without it, you will pretty much be in a cycle, in a repetitive cycle. And so what are you willing to sacrifice for your success? What are the things standing in between you and your goals? And of course, if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, share some of those things in the comments. I really would love to hear what are some of the things that are standing between you and your success, or what are some of the things that you're doing to challenge yourself, or the sacrifices that you're making so that you're able to come closer to your goals. And so this is one thing I want to point out, because for me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, sacrifice has like this negative connotation. And one of the things that I have learned is that sacrifice, I don't know, my phone screen just kind of went out. I don't know. Tell me if you can still see me. Tell me if you can still see me if you're watching live, because I cannot see, which is pretty weird. So yeah, one of the things that I had to learn, or one of the things that I had to do, was shift my mindset around how I view sacrifice. Because for the longest time, when I thought about sacrifice, it felt like pain. Like, it felt like something that was gonna hurt a lot. And so one of the things I've learned is that sacrifice does not have to equal pain. Sacrifice does not have to mean deprivation. What I have equated it to, and this is just me, it's different for everybody, but what I have equated it to is sacrifice just means priority. And so it's like, what do you have to make a priority to reach your end goal? And what do you need to give your time, your eyes, your ears, and your mind to reach your goals? When you reshuffle your life based on where you see yourself in 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, what has to go? What habits have to go? What people has to go? What relationships have to go? What mindset has to go? Like, what has to go? What has to become the priority in order for you to start making the steps, or start making progress to reach whatever you define as success? And that is, I think I started the live talking about taking inventory, and that is kind of what I mean when I say taking inventory. Just taking inventory of who you are, of what you have, and what you need to do so that you know what needs to happen, what sacrifices, what priorities have to be made to get you where you want to be. Because when you're guessing, and when you think you know, when you have an idea, when, you know, I'm going to get around to it, it does not help you, and really you're kind of just delaying the process. So in essence, I really wanted to ask the question, what are the sacrifices that you're willing to make? Because a lot of us also know what we need to do, but we're not necessarily willing to do it. You know, we make excuses, which is the bottom line, like we make excuses. Because of course I believe, like, where there's a will, where you're willing, there is a way, you know. And so in wrapping up, that was quick, wasn't it? In wrapping up, I want to encourage you to always remember this. It's going to be your sacrifice that will clear the pathway. Excuse me. 1 second. Yeah. It's going to be your sacrifice that's going to clear the pathway to you getting closer to your goal, and most importantly, to you maximizing your fullest potential. The more you're willing to sacrifice, the more you will be able to see your dreams begin to unfold right in front of you. The more your desires will manifest right in front of you. And of course, the more that happens, then the more you'll keep going and keep going. So you have to start with some small priority changes, priority shifts, and then, you know, let that kind of progress. No, that's not it. It's another word I wanted to use, but don't worry about it. But let that kind of grow into bigger sacrifices. And if you ever had any questions about whether or not sacrifice is needed to achieve success, I'm here to tell you today, on this Monday midday motivation live session with Aisha, that yes, sacrifice is indeed required for you to achieve success. And that could be so many different things for so many different people. So if this makes any sense to you, if you want to share anything about what you have already sacrificed, or just your thoughts about sacrificing in general, like, do you still think about it in like this, I would say in like a negative connotation, or have you done the reverse trip where you now understand that it's just a requirement to be able to achieve? So it's almost like just another stepping stone. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because it allows us to stretch ourselves even further and outside of, like, you know, who would have known I would be sitting here today doing this. I've had to make some sacrifices, including just prioritizing that fear of anything is not going to get me where I want to go, you know. So that's about it. What I would like to ask you to do is to help me to get this video in front of a few more people. So please do share. If you have any questions, of course, put them in the comments. I'd be more than happy to respond. And of course, like or love. I'm in red today, so the hearts will go good with the red. Yeah, like, love, share, and find me on social media, Aisha Nasut Ani on all platforms. So of course, subscribe, follow, subscribe to my YouTube. I have a lot more stuff coming up on my YouTube channel very, very soon. Yeah, so I hope what I shared resonated, or it encourages you to think about what you're currently sacrificing, or what you may need to sacrifice in order to begin making strides with achieving your goals. So thanks again for watching, and see you next Monday. Peace and love. Now, how do we stop this thing?